It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. He's got a gain of 6 there. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The rookie from Michigan, there that time. So now here's 3rd and 5. A play fake, now Herbert to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Running behind center with Harris. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He finds Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Johnston brings it in. It's an LA touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. May will throw to get us started here. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they had that one contained right at the line. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
The Chargers into a nickel set, third down. Operating from the gun, here's May. Complete to Shakir. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying to throw for it with May. He connects downfield on 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They come through with a massive gain there on 4th down, 24 yards, and it's a first down. May now from the gun. He fires one deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. And he brings it in for a New England touchdown. The Patriots finish off their opening drive. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots start off well to tie things 7-7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. That throw finds Johnston. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And the Pats will take over. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Escapes a defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw for May. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Patriots will have a first down. They've got a man in motion. May on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, it's May. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, New England. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Second down here, another give to Harris. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Staying on the ground with Harris. he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
1st and 10 from the 41. To the air this time, Herbert. That's incomplete left side.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They go play action. Here's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Herbert to throw once more. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And they take him down right along the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They give to Harris from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chargers trailing on the scoreboard. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Harris once more. And he's brought down for a loss. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You felt that the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a first down.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They snap it to Herbert. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jabril Peppers with the pick. And the Patriots get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
To the air on first down, May. Shakir with the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play, and keep driving that defense backwards.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, they'll run. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's May. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that, actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
May. Pass taken in by Diggs. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Elijah Molden. On play action, here's May. Finds him on the slant. He's got it in the red zone. They get 27 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Joey Sly out for the Patriots field goal try. It's a 36-yard look for him. Up and good from Joseph. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down. Here's May. Stays in the pocket. Connection made to Shakir. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run here on first down. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Here's made in the air. Flush out now to his left. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
3rd and just 2 to go. Operating from the gun, here's May. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to the well again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. May now from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So that brings up 4th and long. Up and good from Joseph. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on a field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
They send a man in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first. New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, here's Herbert. Escapes out to the left. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
5-9.
Running for the marker on second. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Ball at the 33 for first down. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10 now. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up fourth and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Desperation time here on fourth. He finds him beyond the marker. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Somehow they find 12 yards on fourth and 10. And that's enough to convert and brings up first down.
Set. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Hey.
Now Herbert again. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Set.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now within 1 score in the fourth. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing is May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Putting a receiver in motion. Trying again following the sack. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Back to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Going play action, May. That's taken in by Henry. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a New England 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Lone back gets the handoff. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Timeout called by the Chargers, their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the gun, they go with Harris. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Herbert from the gun. Finds McConkey. He'll have the first down and even more. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Palmer motioning right. From the 27. On the move, headed right. Taken in by Harris. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Looking to throw it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Along the right sideline, there's space. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots take a 16-point lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Herbert back to it after the pick. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Herbert now, blitz coming. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be third and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first. So this is a win for the Patriots. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row.
Let's ride, dog. No, you got to make a play, man. Always. Let's go, boy. Let's go.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots emerge as winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.